Ricky from Munatix.
It's my Endeavour. You're still my Kryptonite. Guilty. Take me on. How many times you please hear me, Pamela?
And it's pretty much impossible.
What's it gonna?
Let's go.
Way too large drum set.
Just obsessed with music.
Tell Daniel.
And that's how our first single came out.
80s movies for 2 points. Gotta get Footloose.
That's way too tough.
Let's hear it for the boy.
But we-
Preston Aaron.
Welcome to the Synthwave podcast called Heartbeat Hero Radio. This show has been listened to over 100,000 times by hundreds of listeners. If you are interested in sponsoring the show, please send me a direct message via Instagram at Heartbeat Hero. If you enjoy the show, please leave a review on Apple, iTunes, or Spotify. I would greatly appreciate it, and that would help the show grow even more. The show is brought to you by my main sponsor, Saif Samir. Previously on Heartbeat Hero Radio.
What's it gonna be? You know I won't let go.
Larry, what did you think of the track?
But I love that he got all nostalgic there.
But I don't know after that Erykah Badu question. Now I'm sort of thinking this.
Everything on Avatar could never survive on that planet.
He's like, whoa.
Oh shit, where am I?
Boom! Then put it in the chat, man. Come on.
Yeah, but that's not like Fat Freddy and the 4 hamburgers.
You're a winner.
Like a day like Ajax the Bearded. I'm gonna forget somebody.
Meet Saif Samir, synth and sound designer with one clear mission, helping producers level up through high-quality presets and sound design. Saif creates professional sound content for FL Studio, Reveal Sound, Plugin Guru, and FL Studio Flex. His latest release, Diverse for Yuhi Diva, delivers 180 royalty-free presets covering techno, dub techno, house, progressive trance, EDM, and retrowave, all designed for instant inspiration and real-world use. He also returns with the Synth Renaissance 2 for Reveal Sound Spire, 150 expertly crafted presets inspired by iconic 80 synths like the Uno 60, the JX8P, OB6, and Poly 6. Every preset is fully optimized with mod wheels, velocity, aftertouch, and macros, so you spend less time tweaking and more time creating.
Welcome to Heartbeat Hero Radio Live Show.
Hi, this is Clank, and you're listening to Heartbeat Hero Radio.
Hi, this is Josh and Ricky from Munatix, and you're listening to Heartbeat Hero Radio.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is 8X, and you're listening to Heartbeat Hero Radio.
Hey, this is Joe from the Ozone Nightmare podcast.
Hi, this is Robin Lights, and you're listening to Heartbeat Hero Radio.
Hi, this is Karen Zoe Lee.
Hi, I'm Sin Street.
This is Sequenza.
Oh, hello!
Hi!
It's me, Steven from Hot Heels.
Heartbeat Hero Radio Show!
This is the Heartbeat Hero Radio Show. Have a good time listening to great music, artist interviews, and some nice trivia games right now on this very channel.
It's Saturday night, the 7th of February, 2025. This is episode number 87 of the Synthwave podcast called Heartbeat Hero Radio, live on twitch.tv/HeartbeatHero. My name is Daniel Barton, and I'm your friendly neighborhood Synthwave fan. Shout out to my Patreon supporters. We got Julian, aka New Neon Fox at the State of Synth, Doug Fresh, Gary Heather, and the artist Yuko Raid. If you would like to support the show, go to patreon.com/heartbeathero. Tonight, I will be playing a pre-recorded interview of Heartbreak City that will be live at 8:30 p.m. Paris time here on Heartbeat Hero Radio. Not really live, pre-recorded, but it was a great interview. You're going to love it. And for the trivia, which will be live at 9 p.m., we will have Interdit, Saturday AM, Echoflare, and Mark Delight. All right, then, let's get this show on the road. The Treat is a Swedish hard rock band from Stockholm, formed in 1981 by singer Robert Ernlund and guitarist Anders Gary Wickstrom. Brought to you by Frontier Records, this next track was released on November of 2025, and it's an amazing pop 80s rock track. This is Endeavour by Treat.
In a dream, then I woke up reinvented.
Oh, yeah, that was Endeavour by Treat. We got a little ending here. We're going to let it play out. Endeavour by Treat. And I have some shout-outs. We got Synth Mist, Pushong, Echoflare, Alex Lightspeed, Craig Pac-Man, and Cyber Cassette, all in the chat. All right, let's change this up to the big screen here. And also supporting the show is Keith Atherton, Retro Video Editor Robin Lights. We have Jefferson Rift and Christian Cruello, aka Warlock. Now, we have an hailing from the vibrant music scene of Sweden. Grand is a beacon of excellence in the realm of album-oriented rock bands. Brought to you by Frontier Records, again, taken from the second album, Second to None, or from the album Second to None. This is Kryptonite featuring Nina Sodergust by Grand.
Kids who met at 17. We fell in love, we made a vow to stick together through thick and thin. We drove around in a Thunderbird, you were my own little Juliet, and made a mixtape with all of our songs on a tired and old cassette. Teenage loves, our story came to an end. Moved out of town, years went by. Now you have your life and I have mine. But in a box in my bedside drawer lies an old familiar tape. When no one's watching, I take it out and you're there when I press play.
That was Kryptonite featuring Nina Sodergust by Grand. And we got some amazing shout outs to the chat. We have, who do we have in the chat? We got Nicholas Rickson. Memory Design, Clean Risk, and Mark Delight will be joining us in the trivia later on. So up next is a French dark synth artist, which I all think you know. He's known for his high-energy cinematic live shows. His name is CARPENTER BRUT, currently on a major international tour supporting his newest work. He will be performing in Europe in March and North America from March to May. He will also have some festival appearances, and a few August dates in Europe will be announced later this year. This is Misfits, The Rebels by CARPENTER BRUT. That was the Misfits, The Rebels by CARPENTER BRUT, and it took the wind out of me, and now it's time for a classic. I got a really cool track up next. Let me get myself on the screen here. Up next is the Belgian band Munatix, a retro vibe synth-pop duo, Ricky and Josh, creating positive, energetic electronic music inspired by retro vibes. That's what we do here. For this cover track, Munatix used a Yamaha DX7, a DX5, and a Roland Uno 60, but you'll be able to see that in the video I'm about to play. This is Take On Me by Aha. the Munatix cover. All right, that was Take On Me by Aha, a Munatix cover. Definitely check out their website, munatix.com. And now we go to the fifth track of the night, and it is a collaboration between JNATHYN and Bryan Andrew Medina. JNATHYN has 144,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Originally starting music production around 2019, he immediately fell in love with the sounds of electronic music from bands like Daft Punk, Chromeo, Justice, and Danger. Bryan Andrew Medina is an artist who's passionate about creating and sharing unique sounds. He loves blending genres like house, techno, synthwave, and trance to take audiences on a sonic journey. Up next is an energetic, pulsing vibe you can get on when you put in some work at the gym. This is Clockwork, the original mix by JNATHYN and Bryan Andrew Medina. bass line at the end is amazing. All right, that was Clockwork, the original mix by JNATHYN and Bryan, Andrew Medina. Now it's time for the pre-recorded show. After that, at 8:30, I will play the pre-recorded interview with Heartbreak City, and at 9 p.m., I will be back with some live trivia with new guests on the show. We have Saturday AM, Echoflare. We got Mark Delight. He's been on before, though. And Interdit, I don't know if he's coming on. I'm hoping he does. He said he was sick. He might not make it, but we hope Interdit makes it to the trivia. But now we're going to do the pre-recorded show. I will see you in the chat. Welcome to the pre-recorded show. Up next is a cool video by the CEO of video, Robin Lights. This is Castle Black by Jessy Mach. That was Castle Black by Jessy Mach. Up next is Infamy by Daniel Deluxe. That was Infamy by Daniel Deluxe. Up next is Attune by Synth Street. That was Attune by Synth Street. Up next is Deviance by DROIDGLOW. That was Deviance by DROIDGLOW. Up next is Street Justice by Kreatron. That was Street Justice by Kreatron. Up next, a request by Neon Fox. This is Dance or Die by Starcadian. That was Dance or Die by Starcadian. Up next is Anesthesia by CATHEDRALIS. That was Anesthesia by CATHEDRALIS. Up next is Brutalist by Forerunner. That was Brutalist by Forerunner. Up next, a request by Keith Atherton. This is Heart of Rain by L'Avenue. That was Heart of Rain by L'Avenue. Up next is Breathing Air by Stacy Gabriel. That was Breathing Air by Stacy Gabriel. And now, back to the show. Hello, John.
How's it going? Yo.
How you doing? Oh, you're all there.
Toby. We've got two of us. We're missing one guy, unfortunately.
We're missing Toby on the left and John on the right, and then Aled. We're waiting for Aled, right?
Aled unfortunately can't make it today.
Okay. It's just the two of you.
Just the two of us.
All right, cool.
I'm sure we can indulge. We can dispose a lot of knowledge from our minds. We'll do our best to talk synths. He's the synth man, but Toby knows his way around synths too. So if any synth questions, please direct to Toby.
All right, let's get it on. Welcome to the weekly synthwave podcast called Mini Hero. My name is Daniel Barton, aka Heartbeat Hero, and today I'm speaking with Toby and John of Heartbreak City.
Hello.
All right, how you both doing?
Good, man. Yeah, very good. Very good. Looking forward to we finally nailed a date down for this interview. So thanks very much for having us on, man. We appreciate that.
Yeah, glad to have you.
Nailed down a date for the album as well.
Oh, wow. So when's the album out?
28th of November.
28th of November. And you got the artwork laid out for that. Are you like pressing any vinyls about that, or what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, we've got ourselves Aztec Records. Absolute awesome bunch of guys helped us out with the release of this first album, and Toby and those guys have been getting some very pretty artwork. It looks pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie, and that's obviously digital, but we're also going to bring it on vinyl and CD as well, because keep it retro, man. It's nice to feel something, isn't it?
Awesome. How did you get in touch with Aztec? Because I've known them for many years.
Oh, cool, man.
So they reached out to us. So we started up Heartbreak City a couple of years ago, but we were sort of keeping everything in our back pockets, and then we started to go through on social media, and they actually reached out to us. It was Lau, and then she also said, we'd be happy to have you on the label if you guys are considering a record label. And we thought, do you know what? It's not something we considered, but yes.
Yeah, I'm glad we did. It's been great having them on board and helping us out with our debut release. I mean, that's not something we've done much of in the past, really. And I think seeing just how hard that is, how tough that is for independent artists to do everything by themselves. I mean, you see it day in, day out. It's real tough out there. There's a lot of stuff happening in the digital world, but to have Aztec, help us out with this, we're just super grateful, and we're looking forward to working with them for many moons.
So it's John on my left and Toby on the right. And Aled, can you tell me about the third member of your band?
The three of us studied at the same college, and we all studied music together in different years, actually. Toby and I were on the same year, weren't we?
Yeah, I did music tech, you did music
performance. And then about 2 or 3 years later, Aled was on the same course as a keyboard player, and just, one of the finest keyboard players, I think, to kind of come through a small little sort of Valleys college. Such a talented guy. It is, honest to gosh, he is. If you've heard him playing, just sat there at the piano, it's mind blowing. That he's such a young kid. He's got an old soul, and to listen to him play, he's just got such a feel. He's got a great sense of humor.
Melts your heart.
It does a little bit. Yeah. His heart melting style of play.
So you all met at school. Are you still at school? Or are you guys all working? Do you have day jobs?
So I'm a musician. Toby plays drums for a band called the Apple Tree Theory, who another local bunch of musicians who play the private and the corporate sector and stuff like that.
Country music, so totally different.
It's a lot of fun.
What we're doing here,
the good news, country. Yeah. It's so much fun to see them all perform live. It's super crazy. Toby's such a talented drummer. You can kind of nail down those American bluegrass rhythms and stuff. But then of course you hear you hear the stuff on the record. That's Toby giving it absolute tilt. And he's very flexible guy. He's playing like a sort of Johnny Crash shuffle, and the next he's just giving it absolute tilt on Pamela. It's just I'm like, yeah, bravo.
She's always watching over me. She dives right in whenever I am lost at sea. She saves my soul, the one that's in control. My heart's pumping, more than just paper on a wall. So picture perfect, even Monet could not draw the thing you are. A restless sister, got me burning up, too hard to touch. I'll never get enough of you. Oh, Pamela, no one can handle you. You burn away the darkness till there's only light. Pamela, I could be the man for you, the one who gets to hold you through the lonely nights. When I look in your eyes, they get me hypnotized, and they watch me falling. I'm falling. Don't know how many times that you brought me back to life. Can you hear me calling? Ooh, I'm calling now for you. Please hear me. Pamela, no one can handle you. You burn away the darkness till there's only light. Oh, Pamela, I could be the man for you, the one who gets to hold you through the lonely nights. Ocean blue eyes that got me hypnotized, and they watch me falling. I'm falling. I don't know how many times you have brought me back to life. When you hear me calling, I'm calling out for you.
Well, you mentioned he had heart. Where does your name come from? How'd you guys think of that?
So years ago, Alid and I were in another band that never really kind of took off. It was just, you know, one of those things we like to play with after we were playing so many covers gigs. It's like, oh, let's just write some music. Let's just have a nice time. And I wrote a song called Heartbreak City, and then the boys at the time I was in a band with helped me paint it and color it. And it's like, Heartbreak City, that's quite a, you know, a unique, I'd say, name, I suppose, or just Heartbreak City. Like, what is a Heartbreak City? I mean, where is that? You know, be interested to know. And we just like the name. So the three of us were like, right, okay, we've got these songs. We've got like an EP together. Well, that's what we were thinking first, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just put an EP out there. What sort of names are we going to have? And, you know, they were the back and forth. The name pong was just, it did. And, you know, lots of maybes and no's. And, I just remembered, like you say, the song that Alid and I sort of collaborated with all those years ago, Heartbreak City. And then, of course, it was because there's the three of us, and the two of us were like, oh, that's a vibe. Luckily, Toby was like, yeah, you're right, that is a vibe. That's quite a, what was one name of a song is now the name of the album. So it's nice to see that, those three words, Heartbreak and City.
Of the album or of the band? Or
the band, yeah.
Oh,
so the band is Heartbreak City. The debut album will also be Heartbreak City. And yeah, the more I say it, Heartbreak City. And then I was Googling it. I was like, does anybody else have Heartbreak City? Like,
that's the thing, yeah.
A song maybe like called Heartbreak City. I mean, they wanted a lot of things that were ready to derail the name. So I think we were quite lucky with the name, you know, touch wood.
And what are the parts and what are your roles in the band, starting with John?
Oh, so I am the vocalist and guitar player, and yeah, that's kind of my input into everything. Toby and Alid were basically creating things beforehand because they were in like a very brief project together, and Toby was like, "Oh, listen to my stuff," and
yeah. So me and Alid were in another band together. It was sort of like 80s glam rock.
Good fun. It sounded real polished,
great.
and you know,
that sort of disbanded. And then Alid and I sort of went off then and done our own thing. Alid brought me an idea, which was basically a voice note, a memo off his phone, and give it a couple of weeks, and I presented back to him. I put some production on there, and it sort of kicked off from there. And that was Spencer Street.
Said you wanted to see me. You took a shot and I let you. A nervous cigarette walking in the rain to the house where I met you. Kissing goodbye to sober, dancing with bottles of cheap red wine. The way you laughed when I told you what you already knew. Feeling hungover, you were just a ray of sweet sunshine. You put your head on my shoulder, I felt your hand in mine. And now I don't want to mess this up, and I don't want to say too much, but I know I'd be a fool to ever throw this away. You're my ride, you're my die.
So you've created a video for that. You've done a lot of Instagram reels and some TikToks, I even think, and on YouTube you also have like some shorts. How much time did it go into that?
Oh, quite a bit of time.
Yeah, Toby is he's the main man. Like, honest to gosh, I mean, there's three of us, and Toby has been like hands down like the most active guy. You know, he's trying to nail down kind of like getting us together to do, you know, kind of the media and stuff like that. All super important stuff. Obviously, like you say, time is so precious in these little moments. And if there wasn't for like Toby and Aztec just being like, right guys, you need content. It's not just a case of you being in
times have changed
your den and just making music and just throwing it out there with no context, no who are we, do people like what they hear, or any sort of personalities behind the music. And you know, these guys have just been like, right, this is what we need to do.
Don't know how many times that you brought me back to life. Can you hear me calling? Ooh, I'm calling now for you, please hear me. Pamela, no one can handle you. You burn away the darkness till there's only light.
Yeah, definitely. Well, something I noticed in those videos was the Roland DI synth. I have it back here as well. And the GTA Vice City t-shirt. I also just ordered that, so that's amazing. Rock on. I want to play a few of your tracks. If you could tell me a bit about each track, then I'll give them a play.
Cool. Sweet.
Should we start with Run to You?
Yeah. Run to You.
Oh, you start us off then, because it was your
okay,
track
so Run to You was, well, that's a funny one. That was like a song that you and I sort of digitally collabed with.
2019.
Toby was,
John,
he was making, like, you were making beats because obviously he was studying in Bath University, and he was making like Southampton. Oh, my apologies. Oh, there we are. I thought it was Bath Spa.
No. Bath Spa was on my list, but no, I went to Southampton.
Oh, there we are then. Silly John. Either way, Southampton, I believe is how you say it. He was up there producing beats. Again, it was all like kind of no vocals on there. But you could hear it that like, oh, this kid, like, he knows how to produce tracks. You know, this is don't want to sleep on this. You know, anytime an opportunity pops up to collaborate, I should really be like, yeah, let's go. And I was trying to like figure Logic out at the time, you know, plugging things in, buying a sound card, just, you know, right, what's this do now? Like YouTubing absolutely everything. You know what it's like. I mean, I'm sure there's Logic users who listen to this show as well, and they're like, yeah, I understand, yeah, you know, and I'm like commanding this and commanding that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like recording my guitar in, and I'm recording the vocal in. I'm trying to get those cool, like, you know, 1975s. You know, and you're like, you're in a track, you're like, that sounds cool. Yeah, they should do that. Yeah, Toby could do that. Sweet, man. So I had this song, and it wasn't really going anywhere. Toby was like, oh, maybe you should do this, do that. And of course, I was like, yeah, when I get time, whatever.
Yeah.
And then our trio was kind of starting to get like this nice little movement going between the three of us, and then we revisited the song, and
which was at the time, so the Run to You project file is the messiest project file ever, because it started off as like a Maroon 5 like then it turned into Future Bass. So it was like, and then it becomes synthwave. So that project file is the most disgusting thing you ever see.
Don't you have multiple versions, like version 1, 2, 3 till 10?
Was there multiple versions of it? I mean, gosh, I mean, I remember, we even had like a different verse for it. When I get it down, but it on a bit to paper. I'm gonna see you later. See you later. Vocal module effect thing. So there was a lot of first drafts.
I am married is true.
Yeah.
They know me without you.
Oh, yeah. So like, that's kind of like the hook that we've now sort of got an altered version for. The what was really fun was that this song is just 3 chords all the way through. It's just an A major, B minor, and a G major. That's it. I love that. And chorus on the guitar. We're like, oh, now we're in the 80s, man.
Yeah.
And we're talking like, oh, just the chorus.
Some nice synth brass on there. Yeah, it's a good track.
And we got a good friend of mine from the like kind of the function stuff called Dan Newberry, he's this young jazz cat, and like, honest to God, he some of the stuff he plays with his friends in Bristol is like super cool jazz. You know what I mean? You can already see it in your mind. He's just on like a cool wood stage. Everyone sat down, just having they'd smoke if they could, but they're not allowed indoors in the UK. But, you know, they're just having a cool time watching this cat just giving it. You're like, oh, that's amazing. And we're like, right, can you tone that down for us for 80s? The start of 80s, he's like, I got you.
Notes.
Yeah, play like 4. Yeah, exactly. And he's you'll hear him on the song. It's such a nice little flavor to it. And just when all the sounds start coming together, it's like, oh, we've got something fun here. The song is sounding like it's fun, like looking forward to playing it because I won't forget it on the guitar because there's only 3 chords.
I won't forget it on drums because it's just.
yeah. So I think that'll be the song you can have like the most fun in. Whereas like when Spencer Street, I'm gonna be like, oh no, it's in the sharps. We're in like in between the inlays. I'm like, oh no, I'm just gonna not play. I'm just gonna dance on this one. I'll just let Ali play all of his the cool stuff. So anyway, did I answer the question?
Yes.
Take a ride, we're down to Mexico, or anywhere you wanna go. Hey baby, yeah, we always seem to come to life in darkness of the night. With you I see the light. You're my kind of crazy, alive wire lady. Never tell me that you ain't coming through. If I'm your dirty secret, just promise me you'll keep it. I wonder why does every little thing you do make me wanna run to you? Hey baby, through the lips are whispering a million thoughts and I can't help but fantasize about you and the skinny jeans. You're telling me that you ain't keep it on. Naked's where we belong. Right out of the 80s, a live wire lady. And my Van Halen shirt looks so good on you. If I'm your dirty secret, just promise me you'll keep it. I wonder why does every little thing you do make me wanna run to you? Say, make everything feel okay. Something about your strut and the way that it moves in your hair just get me close to that body, baby. I ain't going nowhere. Oh, well, does every little thing you do make me wanna run to you? You make me wanna run. If I'm your dirty secret, just promise me you'll keep it.
Having yes and then and just let's let it play over, like kind of being like that kid in his bathroom, like, you know what I mean, before a night out, and just like, you know, kind of like with Macaulay Culkin at Home Alone, you know, he's just like, and he's just like, right, what's the vibe here? I'm like, I'm not even singing lyrics, I'm just that's how it works. I mean, like, I'm getting ready to go to a party, and I'm like a Billie Jean sort of beat. Yeah. Just like that lovely foot of the floor vibe, just like, okay, we're gonna go for a walk. Where are we going? What's up? And Sleeping Away. I just liked sleeping awake. Like, what's that even mean?
Yeah.
What? Sleeping awake? How can you do that? And I was like, okay, let's work backwards. So it's like, I want to sing sleeping awake. Like,
There ain't a side of me that you ain't seen. You've read through all of my pages. You let me live my teenage fantasies. You wrap me up in your crazy. You've been gone for too long, and I've been thinking about you. From my bed while my head can't settle down without you. Bring the night, dim the lights so I can dream, but baby I can't sleep. 'Cause you got me caught up in my feelings, but will you throw them away? You had me caught up on your dreaming. Now I'm just sleeping away, sleeping away. I'm sleeping away. I've had too many of the sleepless nights. It's like I'm never escaping. These thoughts of you that I have, they got me wanting you back. They can't stop my heart from breaking. These whispers that you left behind, they say till I'm out of my mind. So take that from the back of my eyes. They never let me sleep. 'Cause you got me caught up in my feelings, but will you throw them away? You had me kind of on a dreaming. Now I'm just sleeping awake, sleeping awake. I'm sleeping awake. I'm sleeping awake. I'm sleeping awake. So tell me what can I do? If you won't let me love you. There ain't a side of me that you ain't seen. You let me live my teenage fantasies. You got me caught up in my feelings, but will you throw them away? You had me kind of on your dreaming. Now I'm just sleeping awake. You got me caught up in my feelings. Don't ever throw them away. You had me kind of on your dreaming. Now I'm just sleeping awake, sleeping awake. I'm sleeping awake. I'm sleeping awake. I'm sleeping
So the new one that you might hear, what's it going to be?
Oh,
That's the one for me that if I ever had to play that live, I would be quite scared because the drums were initially programmed and we sat down here to play along to it. And it is like everybody wants to rule the world beat. But it's just it's almost like when a guitarist programs drums and then gives the drum to the drummer, learn this, and it's pretty much impossible. So
cards on the table, I'll do the same. Our hearts should be able to handle this game. Cause you got me what you want me, and there ain't a thing that I can do about it. Girl, without you, I'm just back to where I started. How I hate this hitting aces, poker face thing. I can't love you this way. Are you taking me home? Are you setting me free? Are you gonna string me along? Or are you coming with me? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, What's it gonna be? Whatever we play now, just know that I'm falling. My chips are down, 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 down. Girl, I'm going all in. There's no way that I'm folded till you get my heartbeat. Can you keep the dice rolling? Can I play for keeps? Are you taking me home? Or are you setting me free? Are you gonna string me along? Are you coming with me? Show me your diamonds, clubs or spades. Cause hearts is all you ever play. So are you taking me home? I gotta know, what's it gonna be? Let's play honesty. So are you taking me home? Or are you setting me free? Are you gonna string me along? Or are you coming with me? Show me your diamonds, clubs or spades. Cause hearts is all you ever play. So are you taking me home? Can if I know, what's it gonna be? Let's play honesty.
And then it was really nice because it was one of the few times the three of us are actually in a room together. Toby and I have just become dads, so we've got
congrats.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much. We got two little girls. Of course, you know that obviously eats into the time you can be productive.
My daughter, she's 16, so I've been through that phase.
You know what's up, man. Yeah,
what's up.
absolutely. And it's a life-changing, beautiful thing. But you really got to be precious with the time that you can get together. Obviously, you know, because you want to make sure your partner's like totally okay. Like, right, just give me 2 hours, babe. I'll come back and I'll make bottles.
If you're lucky.
And I'll change nappies. Honestly, I got you. Yeah, just give me 2 hours. Give me 2 hours. So the fact we were up here is like, right, we've got 2 hours. What can we do?
What are you grateful for, and what would you both like to promote?
I'm grateful for this album, quite frankly. I think I've had sort of brief moments in the past with sort of musical popularity, maybe. And, you know, as good as those times were, I feel this time specifically for meeting Toby and Alid at this time, knowing that we've always been friends for a long time, but for the three of us, these little cross keys graduates, finally getting together and making music that we're all really happy with and pleased with, and there we put it into the world. Yeah. Like I'm really proud of that, and I'm really grateful for that as well. You know what I mean? I think because it's come off our own backs. There's been no money pumped into other from our own pockets, really. And yeah, I'm grateful for that. Yeah. That's why
I'm grateful for. I think the fans really, you know, to think we were very reluctant to putting anything on the internet because of how hard things are nowadays. You know, do we put a song out there and it gets one person listen to it, sort of thing? I feel like the fans of Heartbreak City is, you know, there's quite a loyal fan base from what I can tell already. We've had a lot of pre-orders on the album on Bandcamp. A lot of support from creators, playlisters, people such as yourself, radio stations. Just really grateful for everyone, really.
I just want to thank you for coming on the show. Tell Alid I said hi, and make sure to clean those diapers.
Oh God, yeah. We're gonna make with all these. They're going down in a little black book. Mum is already right.
I did one just before I got here.
Yeah, I mean, actually.
Again, thank you so much for the interview. Take care of those babies.
You will.
And have fun making music, and a lot of success for your new album release. And keep in touch, please.
Thank you.
Before you go, should we get a little selfie for the social media?
Yeah, let's do it.
You in the background.
Can they hear me?
No. We could. Do you want to say something if we do a video?
If they can hear me.
Yeah, what I'll do a video and then we'll post it later. Hang on. Go.
Hey everybody, it's me, Daniel Barton of Heartbeat Hero Radio, and today I was speaking with Toby and John of Heartbreak City. Here's a cool intro.
Hello, baby.
And we're back, and I got my trivia guest here in that box right up there. You can't hear them yet, but I want to do a quick shout out. I want to thank again Heartbreak City for letting me interview them. A quick shout out to the chat. We got Axl Rhodes, Synth Street, Saturday AM, Future Past Radio, Dysterian, Pale Vision, and Warlock. And now it's time for the trivia, and I'll introduce my guests. Let me introduce my guests. The first guests, coming from Colorado, state of the Denver Broncos. Wait, let me just turn that off and get this ready. All right, hosting his own Twitch music podcast. Actually, I need to do this as well, the full screen video, and make sure my face is over this. All righty, there we go. He is our Metal Wave mastermind from the Dungeons of Delight. Raise your battle axe for Mark Delight.
Let's go.
All right. Unfortunately, Interdit could not make it tonight. He's been under the weather for the last week, and we wish him all a quick recovery. Then we go to our sponsors from last show, Heart First, Elevate, and Give You Up are some of their tracks you should definitely check out. In 2016, they were a band called Beta Rocket, and now they have a synth. Now they are a synth duo. Give it up for Matt and Aaron of Saturday AM. And where did I put it? There you go. Up next from Quebec, Canada. A French-speaking, a little bit English-speaking, working together with Pashong. He has a guitar. He loves retro games, shrimp, and poutine. Raise your beer to Ben, a.k.a. Echoflare. Yeah! All right, nobody's got beer, just coffee.
Everyone. Just coffee.
All right, I'm going to explain the rules for the trivia while I play this song again. There we go. Little track in the background. Each turn you can choose from the following categories. We got Film Fantastic Trivia, Music Buff, 70s, 80s movies. Some have multiple choice and some do not, and you get 1 point for each correctly answered question. There is a twist to the trivia. All trivia can be worth 2 points each. The catch is you only get 10 seconds to answer that question. Also, the final round is worth 3 points. That doesn't matter what, and you only get 10 seconds to answer that final question. We're going to play 5 rounds in total, and we're going to start with Trivia Round 1.
It's Trivia Round 1. Don't be shy. Guess if you're lost, just give it a try.
All right, we're going to start with Russell's not with us, so we're going to delete that name. All right, Matt of Saturday AM, you're going to be first.
Yes.
I already told you guys we're going to start one round with Film Fanatic Trivia, and Echoflare already made excuses for it because he said his English wasn't good and he only saw French undertitles. But do you want it to be a 1-pointer or a 2-pointer, which means 1-pointer is you get 3 options and the question... specifically for this is 3 options. It might be something else, but then you get the options or no options that are available. Or you can do it without the options and within 10 seconds. And I can tell you sometimes the options are necessary to even know what it is. So it's your choice.
I think I'm going to do the options.
All right. So
let's start easy.
For 1 point, here we go. What color are minions, which were first seen in Despicable Me? They even have their own Pantone shade. Was that A, yellow, B, green, or C, pink?
Oh, that's yellow.
That is correct. Well, that was an easy one. That's
easy.
1 point for Matt. And then we're going to go to Aaron of Saturday FM. You're going to get a question. You want it a 1-pointer or a 2-pointer?
Let's go big. Let's go 2 points.
Yeah.
That's what they think, and then they get a hard one. All right. Here we go. 2 points, 10 seconds. In the 2006 animated film Happy Feet, centers on what colony? On a colony of what birds? On what colony?
We're going penguins.
Penguins is correct.
Nice.
2 points. All right. Somebody has their mic on, or I can hear.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry. Pulling up the chat.
All right, I'm gonna try to say it right. Ben, if you find it annoying, you tell me. Benoit, aka Echoflare. We're gonna give you a question. Which would you like, the easy one or the hard one? I'm assuming the easy one with the options.
Absolutely.
Absolutely easy. All right, here we go. As well as starring in it, Sylvester Stallone wrote the screenplay for which of these films? A, Demolition Man, B, Rocky, or C, Judge Dredd?
I'm going to go with Rocky.
Rocky is correct. 1 point for Ben. All right, Mark. Are you ready for this one?
Oh, you know I am. And what happened to the practice round?
I killed it. I killed it.
What?
We wanted more points. All
right, more points. Let's go with the easy one with 4 choices.
Well, there are 3 choices, but you'll get all the choices. Here we go. 1 point. Which actress won an Oscar for playing the title role in the 2000 film Erin Brockovich? Was that A, Julia Roberts, B, Cameron Diaz, or C, Kate Winslet?
I believe that was Julia Roberts. A, final answer.
That would be correct. All right, you guys are doing pretty good for the first round of trivia. And after a round of trivia, we have a chat, and it's going to be with Mark Delight. Everybody mute your mics except Mark.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
And Daniel, thanks so much for inviting me back to the show. I'm so sorry that your other guest had to cancel at the last minute, but I'm very glad that I was available, and so glad you popped onto my Twitch show yesterday to ask about it. So thank you. It's great to be back and great to see everybody in the chat.
A match made in heaven. I was so surprised you were available on Saturday as well. So you really helped me out, and I love having you on the show. So anytime you can be on.
Oh, it's so much fun.
And it somehow feels like if we don't plan it, you're more available than if we do.
Exactly.
Plan it.
I mean, sometimes it just works out, right? I've been trying to do a guest spot on Laserwave PDX's Synthwave stream, and I've been trying to do it for months, and it hasn't worked out yet. But then you pop in yesterday morning, and here we are 14 hours later, and we're doing it.
I have the same thing with Dave of Memory Design. He also, when I plan it, I mean, he comes on when it, but a lot of things happen, and when it's like random, then he's able to come on. So how often have you been streaming lately? Because I know you get 6.
It's been a rough time lately. Yeah. I was off the air for about 6 months last year because of work.
Wow.
That was just crushing me. And now I'm back to I'm doing 1 day a week, Friday mornings on Twitch from about 7:30 Mountain Time to 10 Mountain Time. Sometimes I've been starting a little bit later. But, you know, those of you that are following what's happening in the U.S., that has been very much on my mind for the last month or, well, forever, but seriously for the last month. And so I've been changing it up a little bit. Last week I did a stream, which was great fun. And I really appreciated everybody coming along for that ride. But no, I'm currently on 1 morning a week on Fridays. Maybe next week. It'll work out that I'm going to be on Tuesday or Monday mornings and Friday mornings again. That's my goal for right now.
Well, I turned off all my notifications for Twitch because it was annoying because I was following so many people. It was like bling, 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 like the whole day long. And for some reason, I decided to turn it back on, and your show was on, and I was like, let's join in.
Glad.
Let's join in. Great. And I also have you on the you can choose some people that are always streaming if I'm offline. So if I see you there, then that's another way to join in. I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite movie? I don't know if I've asked you this before. What is your favorite movie of all time, or favorite movie from the 80s?
My favorite movie of all time is the original Highlander.
Oh, I think I have asked that one.
There can be only one. Christopher Lambert and Clancy Brown.
My brother-in-law loves that movie, and I hate it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I love
your loss. It's my favorite movie of all time.
I love
soundtrack and
I love RoboCop, and
that makes sense.
He hates that movie. So we both have movies we love and movies we hate. What is something coming up that you're really excited for? And then I'm going to play a track.
Something coming up that I'm very excited for. Ooh, what is very exciting coming up? Well, I'm excited the Olympics are on because that gives me something to watch while I'm working during the day again. I was super excited over the last couple of weeks to hear the new Echoflare and Pashang track that dropped. That just moved me in a big way. So,
awesome.
And I'm not throwing that out there just because I'm looking at you, Ben, on my screen. What's coming up? I'm excited for the new Dance with the Dead album. Mostly, though, I am most excited that I get to see Carpenter BRUT for the first time ever in April when he comes to Denver. And so that's one of my last big time bucket list bands to see live. And I'm super stoked to get to see him. And then later that week, Dance with the Dead with Magic Sword and Megan McDuffie.
That is an amazing setup, man.
Big time music coming up in April here in Denver. I'm super excited for.
All right, so Interdit couldn't make it, but we are going to play his track. It's called Voices from the Past by Interdit and TV Players.
Such a good track.
Here we go. right, that was Voices from the Past by TV Players and Interdit. And a quick shout out to Bessie Starr and Mix Academic, or Ademic, Mixademic. And now it's time for Trivia Round 2.
It's time for Trivia Round 2.
All right, Trivia Round 2, and we're back to Matt. Which category would you like? You have free range. Now you can pick from 70s music, 80s movies, the film Fantastic Trivia we just did, or music buff.
Ooh, I think we're gonna have to do 80s movies.
80s movies. That's the box. And here are the cards. All right.
All right.
1 pointer or 2 pointer?
Let's try 2 points.
2 points. All right. No options. Guess which movie this quote is from? We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. 10.
Oh, damn.
9.
8.
Need those options now. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2.
I don't know. Terminator's not that one.
It's not Terminator. Anybody know the answer?
Nope.
Nobody knows it. It's Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's right. I never saw that one.
Ghostbusters.
That was the one I missed.
Aaron, you're up next.
Cool.
Which category?
Yeah, let's do the same thing. Let's do a 2-pointer, same category.
80s movies. All right, here we go. 2-pointer. Which movie is this quote from? Snakes? Why did it have to be snakes?
Oh, it's definitely Indiana Jones. And I'm thinking Raiders.
It is Raiders. That's correct. Raiders of the Lost Ark. 2-pointer for
Damn, Aaron, you're
Aaron.
crushing it.
Ben, you're up next. Which category would you like?
We're going to go with 80s movies. What the hell?
80s movies. Just following along. Here we go. I'll do a 1-pointer for you, I think.
All right.
All right. Which movie is the quote from? I am serious and don't call me Shirley. Is that A, Airplane, B, Die Hard, or C, Top Gun?
A classic Leslie Nielsen reference, Airplane.
There you go. With your, even though it's in French, you knew it. There you go. 1 point for Ben. Mark delights.
Oh God, Aaron is crushing us here with 4 points in the lead. But I'm gonna stick within my limitations and go with a 1 point, following along with the 80s movies.
All right, 80s movies for Mark delights. 1 pointer, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Which 2 actors played the lead roles in When Harry Met Sally? And there are no options for this. So which 2 actors played the lead roles in When Harry Met Sally?
Well, if there are no options, then I'm going to up this to 2 points. So you can start counting me now. Down now. Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan.
That is correct. Unfortunately, you said 1 pointer, so got to stick to that. All right. And now we're going to have a chat with Matt and Aaron of Saturday AM. If everybody else can mute their mics. Then I will, let's see how I'm going to do this, because you're both on the screen. We'll just spotlight you both and then probably get the one that's talking at that time. Let's see here. Oh, let's do this one. All right, Matt and Aaron, how you doing? Let's see your response first.
Yeah, we're doing great. Thanks for having us on.
Awesome, man. How long have you known each other?
Oh, man. Aaron, when did we meet? 2015?
Yeah. I'd say it's about just slightly over a decade now. So, yeah.
And
we met playing in a church band. And so that was back when we loved the Lord. But, now we're just making heathen music in the synthwave scene.
That's right. Yeah, you were playing bass and I was playing drums, and spending every morning hauling my way too large drum set to this community center to play, and then and now we're playing synthwave, or synth pop rock, whatever you want to call it.
How did you get into music? Was it the church that brought you into music, or was it different things? Was it parents or siblings that were making music?
I mean, for me, I started out on piano pretty early when I was a kid. And then I always wanted to play, I always wanted to play drums. I always wanted to play guitar. I was like into heavy music when I was a teenager. And like church was just kind of like an easy route. Like it was always, you can be on stage and you can play in a band, quote unquote, pretty easily and get that experience. So that was just kind of like a route for me to take. I don't know. What about you, Aaron?
Yeah, I was kind of voluntold that I was going to be a musician because my dad, he was just obsessed with music growing up. And so we would always listen to his albums together, and he would take me to shows, and I always loved it too. But he was like, yeah, you're going to learn bass. And so I learned bass probably at about like age 12. Yeah. And since then, I just kind of connected with other friends who played, and yeah, had different bands over time, and then yeah, when Matt and I met, it was just love at first sight, and we hit it off, and here we are.
Yeah, that's right.
Also,
yeah, and it kind of
continue. No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and then you started playing bass, and I was playing drums in our previous band, Beta Rocket, and I sort of picked up the production and programming, audio editing side of things as kind of like a necessity because there was nobody else to do that. So that's just the way that we were doing things in that other band. And then, you reached back out to me after that band kind of dissolved right after the pandemic, and had a couple ideas, and that's how Saturday AM formed. It's just from like your demos, and I was like, yeah, let's make more music.
Are you close together? Is like the distance far?
Well,
yeah. So
go ahead.
Yeah. So we both were in Seattle, and so we started out together. But last year, yeah, I moved down to Southern California, and so for the last 5 songs that we've made, we've been doing it remotely, which it works out pretty well, just in terms of like scheduling and us being able to send things back and forth. But yeah.
So you're actually more productive being farther apart.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the previous expectation was just that like we have to find a time, for Aaron to come over to my studio, which is where I'm in right now, and then we'll track vocals and work on stuff only like during that time. And now it's like we just work on everything in this kind of asynchronous way. So yeah, we get a lot more done.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. What's your favorite movies? And then I'm going to play one of your tracks. Let's start with Matt.
Oh, man. I mean, I'm a Star Wars kid at heart. Like, I love Empire Strikes Back. That one always hit me really hard. But like that, I mean, whatever my favorite movie is going to change with the day. So that one for me, I mean, Blade Runner is also right up there. So
Aaron?
Yeah, I'm a big fantasy nerd, and so Fellowship of the Ring, I'd say, is probably my favorite. I feel like I revisit that at least once a year, so love it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So for the people that were watching the last show, I asked one of the guests called Jeff, I asked him what his favorite movie was, and he couldn't think of it on the show, but later he said Lord of the Rings was his favorite movie of all time. So the probably all 3 sequels. So that's really cool to hear you say that. I wanted to play your track, Taking Sides. It's a new track that I think is just out. Could you tell me a bit about it, and then we'll give it a play?
Yeah. So originally we wanted to do a cover song, right? There was this band from San Diego that I loved back in like the 2010s called Die Radio Die. They had this song called The Bartender. And I was like, oh man, it'd be so amazing if we Saturday AM-ified this song. But, I wanted to get permission from the band first. And so I scoured the internet trying to find like any kind of contact, but, nothing turned up. And so we ended up taking that and turning it into something like totally original and unique, which became Taking Sides. I later found out that the singer of that band owns a microbrewery about 5 minutes from my house. But yeah, kind of a fun story.
Are you going over there later on to have some drinks?
Yeah, you know it. Saturday, baby.
Oh yeah.
Not on Saturday AM. Then you eat the cereal and watch the cartoons.
That's right.
All right. This is Taking Sides by Saturday AM. I was enjoying that too much. Got to mute these guys. Here we go. We're going to play round 3 of trivia. But first, we're just going to play round. Oh, that was Taking Sides by Saturday AM. Let me get everybody here on the full screen video there. And then put the guys from the Google Meets right into there and turn off that part. All right, there we go. Round 3 of trivia. Here we go.
It's time for trivia round 3.
Tell Daniel what question you would like to see.
Yes, you must tell me what question you would like to see, and we're going to start again with Matt of Saturday AM. Matt, you. Oh wait, I think I've got you muted. All right, there we go, Matt.
Oh yeah,
Saturday AM.
What was the music category?
It's called Music Buff.
Let's do Music Buff. Let's do and is there still one? Level 1 and level 2?
No, it's just yeah. You can do level 1 or level 2. Yeah, there are no options on these though. Just so
okay.
You know.
Let's do level 2. I need the points.
Level 2. All right, level 2. 2-pointer. What is the name of the Smashing Pumpkins double album released in 1995?
Yeah.
7.
That one I do not know.
5, 4,
I'm sorry.
3, 2, 1. Does anybody know it? Nobody know it?
Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
That is correct.
Oh,
wow!
I could see the album art, but I couldn't think of the name.
Wow, that is amazing. Unfortunately, you didn't get it. So, Aaron, you're up next. Which category would you like?
Yeah, let's go 70s this time.
70s, I like it.
Yeah.
Where'd I put it? It's over here. All right. Let's take this one off. All right, 70s music, the game. 1 point, 2 pointer?
I'm going to stick with 1.
That's very kind of you for the rest of the people here. Which Neil sang Heart of Gold? Was it A, Diamond, B, Young, C, Sedaka, or D, Pert?
Neil Young.
Neil Young is correct.
Nice.
It's a point for
You're
Aaron.
killing this, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Ben, a.k.a. Echoflare, which category would you like?
90s music?
I have 80s movies, 70s music. I have film buff and film fantastic trivia. So there's no 90s music in there.
80s music, what the hell?
There's no 80s music. That's also not an option.
It was 80s movies.
80s movies,
80s
yeah.
movies.
80s movies? All right, here we go.
Yeah.
80s movies. All right. 1 pointer or 2 pointer?
I'm going to risk a 2 pointer.
Okay. Who played Chris Taylor in Platoon? 10, 9, 8.
Oh my God, I saw that thing
7,
once.
6.
No idea.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody an idea?
It was Tom Cruise.
No. It was Charlie Sheen.
Oh.
Charlie Sheen. All right, Mark, you're up next. Which category would you like?
I'm going to go back to 80s movies, and we're going to go 2 points
2
again.
points, 80s movies.
Going to risk it all.
You're definitely risking it all. Which year was Raging Bull released? 10, 9, 8,
1980.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was 1980. 1980.
Good Lord.
I had to be strict. Sorry about that. We
okay.
are going to have a chat with Benoit, a.k.a. Echoflare. Ben, how you doing while I hook you up to the screen here? Spotlight you there.
I'm doing pretty good, actually. It's a pretty chill ambiance that we all have today, and it's a great time. So, yeah, I'm doing pretty okay.
Well, I'm thankful you're here. Too bad Pashang couldn't join us. How did you and Pashang meet?
Tired. How did we meet? It was actually on Adrian's stream, Chromapunk. We talked a bit before, but I was expressing myself like on the Twitch chat that I used to do music before, and I got frustrated. I hit a wall, and I was doing anything and everything wrong. So I just deleted everything, and I was very frustrated. But still, I felt that there was still material that I wanted to release. So Pashang basically introduced himself, and he says, "Well, if you want to get back into it, I can send you a drum track and just go bonkers on it, and I'm going to take care of mixing it and stuff. So you're just going to have to concentrate on music." And that's how our first single came out, Power Struggle. So basically, it's like my comeback to music since I've been doing this since 2021 during the pandemic. Now I'm doing things on a much healthier way, and doing things the right way also, being more patient and searching for better sounds and not rushing everything to just, post something to gather some engagement or attention. So I'm pretty glad of that encounter with Pashang, and now he's a good friend and basically my partner in crime as far as doing music, because every time I've got an idea and he's got something to cook up musically, we talk together, and it's almost like we are sharing the same thoughts, the same visions as far as music goes. So it's smooth sailing from there as far as I'm concerned.
Can you take me a little bit back when you started creating music? How did that process start?
Oh my God. Okay. I started creating music because I got interested in synthwave after downloading Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. So all the soundtrack has been done by Power Glove, and I fell in love with it. Of course, I stumbled upon Kung Fury, but Far Cry Blood Dragon 3 was the catalyst of me loving synthwave as I do today. And I started using a DAW that was called Cakewalk on my very, very old Windows laptop. That was a struggle in itself, and the laptop died. So what am I going to do with a MIDI controller, but no laptop, no DAW, no nothing? I did an EP and I did an album on my iPhone using GarageBand.
Wow.
And that was published way too quick. It wasn't very well mixed. That's why I tore everything down afterwards. But I persisted and I did everything on my phone. And when I got a better computer, the one that I'm using right now, that's when I started again as Echoflare. So I detached myself from my former artist name and tried to do something that's more accessible, I guess. Because my former artist name was PhantomMark82. So it wasn't the best choice, but I was learning on the go with experience, so now I'm doing much better.
I want to play the track Hourglass, which you made with Pashong together. Can you tell me more about that track, and I'll give it a play? Okay.
As far as Hourglass goes, it was actually a track that was featured on my first album called Duality. The name of the track was Octane Fury. So I was imagining at the time a racing game in the PlayStation 2 era. You have like a menu, you can choose cars and stuff. So that was my the original concept. So when I tore everything down, I still kept everything, all the projects and everything, all the MIDI tracks, everything was kept. So I approached Pashong and I was like, I've got something, but I want to elevate it. I want to do something better with it and not essentially think about race cars. So I'm thinking about a time traveler. So that's where Hourglass came up. And there's a synth lead, like a bell lead, in the track. I ripped it off of Isidore. I'm not gonna lie. It's almost a ripoff, but it's more of an homage because when I heard "Tears from the Sky," I think from Isidore, the first track I heard from him, I immediately loved that track, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do like a small wink with that bell lead on it, and it turned out to be a great track. And Pashong helped me a lot to realize my vision, and we collaborated together to blend everything up and do something magical with it. So I'm very, very proud about that track. And funny thing is, I sent you an older version of that track.
The first one, yeah.
The first one, and there was another version that I forgot to send to you, so you had the old one. But that's a funny anecdote in itself. But I'm very proud of that song. Actually, I still listen to it on occasion because I'm very glad of what I did, and just saying that out loud, it's like a testament to how much I've grown as a musician and as a music producer. Because I was really not feeling that way a couple of years back, to be honest.
All right, this is Hourglass by Pashong and Echoflare. That was Hourglass by Pashong and Echoflare. And in the chat, they're saying vibe. We got stars from Synth Street. Synthwin says thumbs up track, and Mixademic says great tune. So they were really enjoying it. But now it's time for trivia round 4.
Round 4, here we go. Let the knowledge flow. It's a trivia show. Let the answers glow.
All right, time for round 4. I'm going to go back to Matt. Which category would you like?
Oh man, we're gonna do first we're gonna do a level 1. I'm gonna learn from my past mistakes. And maybe we'll do let's do 80s movies.
80s movies. Here we go.
Yeah.
Round 1. All right, who played Eddie Valiant in the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Ooh. There's no options in this one?
There's no options, unfortunately, but you got a lot of time. Maybe the chat will help you out or something.
I can't do the chat. So I got nothing.
This one I actually know.
Yeah, you're lucky. I saw that movie, but I don't know the actors very well. Shoot. Who was in that one?
I would check the chat. They might help you out there.
The chat's blowing you up.
Chat's blowing me up. I can't see it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can only see the.
We're gonna call it incorrect.
Sorry.
It was Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins. Man.
Bob Hoskins. Aaron.
Trivia is not treating me well.
It's fun to have you, Aaron.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Aaron. The trivia killer.
Let's do the same category. Let's go for a 2-pointer.
A 2-point. Oh, so everybody, the last category is 3 points, worth 3 points for everybody. So you have to take the 3 points in that one. What 2-pointers here? What were the names of the 2 people that switched places in Trading Places? 10, 9.
Yeah, I definitely don't know that one. 5, that's gonna be a loss.
All right. Anybody know it?
Well, Tom Hanks is one of them.
No.
Oh. No, I don't think.
Love the confidence.
It was Louis Winthorpe III and Billy Ray Valentine.
Oh, okay. Character names. Good Lord.
Woo! Woo, that was a hard one.
Hubris.
I guess Aaron deserved that one. All right, Ben. Which category would you like?
Let's go 70s.
70s music. All right, that's the thingy. And then I got to go this one. Yep. Trivia game. A 1-pointer or 2-pointer?
1-pointer.
1-pointer. All right. What was Bryan Ferry's band called? A, Roxy Music. B, The Kinks. C, The New York Dolls. Or D, Ecstasy. What was Bryan Ferry's band called?
Roxy Music.
Roxy Music is correct.
Nice job.
It's a point for Ben.
Lucky guess.
Yeah, good pull.
Mark.
All right, 80s movies.
80s movies.
Do any of the 80s movies have multiple choice guesses? Or
yeah, sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
80s movies for 2 points.
2 points. All right, here we go. Name the lead actor who starred in Footloose. 10.
Kevin Bacon.
That is correct. 2 points from Mark.
Gotta get footloose. Footloose. Put on my dancing shoes.
All right. That's a good one. And what now? We're going to have a chat with everybody.
Woo-hoo!
Whoever can answer first, what is your favorite song of all time? Just raise your hand if you know it.
Man, that's tough.
All right, if it's too hard, we're gonna make it easy. What's your favorite song of this year?
Oh, I like it.
Well, Mark's talking, but I don't hear
what
him.
you said just before, and my favorite song of all time. It's super cheesy, but it's gonna be "Yellow" by Coldplay. So,
okay, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. Mark, you got your mic working? No. Benoit, do you know? Have you been able to think about what might be your favorite track of all time, or maybe
of all time,
or of this year?
It changes so much, but oh my goodness.
Do you ever listen to like the top 1,000 and then one of those tracks are like one of your favorite?
Well, I'm not that influenced by that, but oh my goodness, if I could say my favorite track of all time right now, I could say oh my goodness. Oh, that's way too tough. That's way too tough. Oh my goodness.
Let's go to Matt. Let's go to Matt.
Yeah. Okay, so we can narrow it down to just this in the past year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say something off of the Midnight Syndicate.
Okay, cool.
So maybe Digital Dreams, I want to say. That one hit me real good. So especially, driving down in San Diego a couple months ago, man, it just, the vibes were right. So
okay, I think Ben has his answer now. Thanks for that, Matt.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say, as far as 2025 goes, I'm going to give it to Hotel Pools and Brother Tiger with Black.
Ah, nice.
Actually, that whole collaboration album is my album of the year as far as what they do. Mind-blowing. Stellar stuff.
Wow. Let's see if Mark has figured it out.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. I had to join and rejoin again. My favorite song of this year literally is Vanish from Echoflare and Pashong.
Oh, wow. Let's go. That's
my
a nice
favorite song from last year was from Fool and Essinger, You Call Me Reckless.
Nice. All right, it's time for the final round, round 5. Here we go.
Final round, we're almost there.
Triple points.
In the air. Rain and smile,
let's go.
Ready, set, it's going down.
All right, Matt of Saturday AM, which category would you like?
All right, so we got music, 80s movies. What were the other categories? 70s?
Film and 70s.
Let's do music.
Music.
Can we do we have a level 1 for the final round or no?
No, this is 3 points. This is all worth 3 points, regardless of which category you choose. So you only get 10 seconds for this. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, 3-pointer. What's the title of the Nas acclaimed debut album?
Nas acclaimed debut album.
8. 7.
I don't know this
6,
one. I'm sorry.
5, 4.
I don't.
3.
Yeah, you got
2, 1. It is Illmatic. Illmatic. Yeah, that was a hard one. Aaron, which category?
Yeah, let's go film buff.
Film buff. All right. For 3 points. No options. In Black Swan, what was the profession of the character Nina played by Natalie Portman? 10.
Ballet.
9. 7. Yeah.
Ballet?
Yeah.
Ballerina.
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 That's a 3-pointer. I'll give it to you.
Yeah. I guess ballet is not a profession.
Ben. Which category? For the 3-pointer.
I'm going to go with 80s movies.
80s movies. No options. You get 10 seconds. Here we go. Who is the lead actor in the 1982 Blade Runner movie?
Harrison Ford.
There you go. 3 points.
Yep. Nice.
All
What
right.
was that one?
Mark Delight.
I never even heard that band, Matt, much less what that album was. Good Lord. 80s movies.
I know
for
who it
me,
is.
too.
I just never heard it.
Yeah, there you go. 80s movies, Daniel. For 3.
Here we go. For 3 points. Which 2 Footloose songs were nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Song in 1984? Which 2 Footloose songs were nominated for Academy Award for Best Original Song in 1984? 10.
Oh, God, I know one of them's
9,
Footloose. What's the other
8,
one?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
God, I don't know what the other
2,
song on there is.
1.
I lose.
Let's hear it for the boy was the other one.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it for the boy.
But we do have a winner, and it is Aaron of Saturday AM.
Grace and charm, you steal the show.
question, Aaron. I think you only missed one.
Oh man. Yeah, thanks, guys. So fun. Oh, the trophy. Yes.
You are a winner, Aaron, and you get to give a speech.
Oh man. Well, I just want to thank my wiener dog, Indiana Bones. I want to thank Matt, my partner in crime. I want to thank Mark and Echoflare, Ben, for being here and the great conversation. And we just had a great time. So thanks, Daniel, for having us on the show. I super appreciate it.
Awesome, man. We're going to say goodbye to everybody. We're going to start with Matt. Matt, what are you grateful for? What would you like to promote?
Yeah, just grateful for being on the show today. And I mean, we have our new song out, Taking Sides. So that's what we just released it yesterday. So that's what we're promoting right now. But yeah, thanks for having us on.
All right, Russell, thank you. Matt, thank you for coming on the show. Aaron, what are you grateful for and what would you like to promote?
I'm grateful for this perfect 70-degree California weather outside right now. And yeah, I know now everyone hates me, but yeah, I want to promote Taking Sides. It just came out on Friday. We're super proud of it, and it's rock and roll. So if you guys love rocking out, check it out. Taking Sides.
Definitely good to be grateful for that weather because a lot of people would love to have that weather. Matt, thank you for coming on the show. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry, Aaron. Thank you for coming on the show. Ben, what are you grateful for and what would you like to promote?
Well, I'm grateful for actually all this community that is coming together on different streaming, on different streams, different platforms. I'm very grateful for all the love and support that I've gotten so far since I've done my return. And yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment.
You got to promote something.
Oh, yeah, sure. So I'm going to promote my Bandcamp, of course. It's echoflaremusic.bandcamp.com. There's 3 singles that are out there right now: Power Struggle, Hourglass, and the latest one that's called Vanish. New material is going to come soon. Of course, with my partner in crime, Pashang, which I have to give an absolute shout out to the man, Brendan himself, because Pashang has been instrumental in my comeback, and I cannot thank him enough. So much praise to Pashang. May he rest in his bed right now because he really needs it.
Benoit, thank you so much for coming on the show. And then finally,
Welcome.
Mark, what are you grateful for and what would you like to promote?
I'm very grateful for you, Daniel, for having me on the show again, and to meet Ben and Matt and Aaron here. And I'm really grateful to have some new music from Saturday AM now to listen to today, which is going to be kick-ass good times. I'm super thankful for the synthwave community and all of the artists that join those of us doing the streaming to hang out in the chat and have a good time and let us promote you and play your music. I'm super grateful for all of you. And what do I want to promote? All of their music, every artist's music that's in the chat, that's on this screen right now. Because you guys make the music that I absolutely love and adore today. And that includes you too, Daniel.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Absolutely.
Thanks
I love
so much.
what you guys are doing, and please keep doing it.
Everybody check out Mark's show. It's when he's on, it's an amazing show. So that's it for the goodbyes, but we're going to add people behind the scenes, so I'm going to copy the chat link right now.
Yeah, come on in behind the scenes, guys. We've been having an amazing conversation.
There you go.
While Daniel's been playing songs. So,
all right,
join us.
Come join us.
All right, let me just quickly change the screen, and then we're going to play the pre-show. Let's see. I'm going to play the second part of the pre-recorded show, and hopefully you will join us behind the scenes in the chat. Here we
It's
go.
a great time.
Welcome back to the pre-recorded show. Up next, we have 4 videos of Robin Lights, the CEO of videos. Up first is Drive by Hoffman Cruz. That was Drive by Hoffman Cruz, and now another video by Robin Lights. This is Midnight Dancer by Stills, the Midnight Fury remix.
This has to be the last one. Now I want it. Come on.
Who came? Not sure. Full of promise to all people.
That was Midnight Dancer by Stills, the Midnight Fury remix. Up next, another video by Robin Lights. This is a Retro Machine by the Neon Droid. That was Retro Machine by the Neon Droid. Up next, another video by Robin Lights. This is Make It Shine by Roadblock. That was Make It Shine by Roadblock. And now, back to the show. And now it's time for the last track of the night. I got a treat for you tonight. March 6th, I will be releasing a new EP called Neon Dreams with 4 tracks. This will be one of them. It's a world premiere here on Heartbeat Hero Radio. The track is called Circuit Drifter by Heartbeat Hero. Here we go.
For a collection of microprocessors, you're awfully touchy.
Wrong. It's just that my circuits function better when we operate in a reality mode. If you didn't want my expertise, why did you just program me? The sea air is very bad for my circuitry. Are you all right? I took the liberty of scanning your vital signs. Your blood pressure is 190/120. How would you like to hear a little music?
right, that's part of Circuit Drifter from Heartbeat Hero. It's going to be on my new album coming out the 6th of March. If you're listening to the show right now, make sure and check out soundcloud.com/heartbeathero to listen to the audio show, including even more music. That's it for the show today. If you enjoyed the show, please tell your friends and family about it. I am so thankful for all my listeners and guests on the show. You can support the show by checking out Heartbeat Hero on Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp, and SoundCloud. If you enjoyed the show, please give a review on Apple, iTunes, or Spotify. That will really help the show grow even more. And like Robin Lights, Keith Atherton, and many more, you can support Heartbeat Hero Radio by going to patreon.com/heartbeathero. The next show is on March 14th. It'll be on Saturday night starting at 7:30 p.m. Paris time. I have a guest lined up for a pre-recorded show, but we still got to record it. Hope you all can make it to that show and hope to see you right now in the Google Meets. You can join us by using the link in the Twitch chat. Have a great day, everybody. Meet Saif Samir, synth and sound designer with one clear mission, helping producers level up through high-quality presets and sound design. Saif creates professional sound content for FL Studio, Reveal Sound, Plugin Guru, and FL Studio Flex. His latest release, Diverse for Yuhi Diva, delivers 180 royalty-free presets covering techno, dub techno, house, progressive trance, EDM, and retrowave, all designed for instant inspiration and real-world use. He also returns with the Synth Renaissance 2 for Reveal Sound Spire, 150 expertly crafted presets inspired by iconic 80 synths like the Uno 60, the JX8P, OB6, and Poly 6. Every preset is fully optimized with mod wheels, velocity, aftertouch, and macros, so you spend less time tweaking and more time creating.